Let me ask you something. What's the hardest part about any sales role? Well, it's making 50 to 100 cold calls out of some random directory every day, knowing 99% of them don't even want to hear from you. It's sitting in a car lot, sweat pouring down your back, hoping your follow-ups will show, but everyone's really just browsing. It's going door to door in an overworked territory where you know there's no opportunity, but your manager insists that you scrape that barrel for the third time this month, so you get door slammed in your face for another 12 hours, wondering, where will my next dollar come from? Or if you should even get another job, right? Does any of this sound familiar? See, with most sales jobs, you're stuck for 2 to 6 years doing entry-level grunt work like cold calling, setting appointments for execs, or getting hounded by your micromanager, right? Until you work yourself into an account management role by building a giant book of business, or you get your insurance license, learn 1 million products, and start dropping $1,000 a week on C-level leads, or you cut your teeth for 6 years before moving into a higher paying industry like pharma or medical, only to find out that you'll spend more time doing administrative nonsense than sitting down face to face with clients helping people. Like, it's frustrating, right? Because you love selling, but you only spend like, what, 1% of your time doing it? Well, what if you never had to do the other 99%, the stuff that you hate ever again? And you could skip all the biz dev nonsense that doesn't give you a return on your time, like making 95 cold calls a day, prospecting, knocking on doors, collecting business cards, writing follow-up emails, et cetera, and spend 100% of your time speaking directly with highly qualified prospects who've watched a 2-hour webinar that markets the product you sell, who've already applied for a spot on your calendar, and who come to the call, pen and pad in hand, ready for you to help them make a decision. That way, you can forget about all the stuff that you don't enjoy and focus on that 1% of the job you love. And the part that brings home the bacon, sitting down one-to-one with pre-qualified prospects who want what you're selling, exploring their psychology, leading them to a decision that will benefit their lives. And just to make things even more interesting, what if you could take these calls from home or from anywhere in the world? Because all you need is your cell phone and a connection to the internet. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Sure, all of that sounds perfect, but gigs like that require 6, 7, 8 years of experience, right? And you're right, or at least they used to. But I'm happy to say they don't anymore. And you can get started in a gig like that as early as next week. In fact, I've already helped more than 1,621 other sales pros land gigs just like that. And although 72% of them got started with 0 sales experience, 0 sales experience, within 21 days, they've started earning as much as $36K a month in commission by taking inbound calls from home wherever they want to work. How is that even possible? Well, you've probably noticed by now, but the world is nothing like it was 20 years ago. And thanks to the power of online marketing in 2020, there's now a $129 billion industry full of online business owners desperate to pay out 10% commissions on offers as high as 10K, 50K, or more to anyone who can close inbound leads who've already applied for a spot on their calendar. And if you position yourself the way that I teach you in the 20-minute video I've linked below, just like the 1,621 other sales pros I've already helped, you'll be shocked when you discover leads come to you automatically after they watch a 1 to 2 hour webinar, apply to purchase the product that you sell, and book a time on your calendar, which means you can do what you love while skipping all of the back-breaking grunt work that most entry-level sales positions require and focus on the 1% that you love about sales. No cold calling, no door knocking, no prospecting whatsoever. Plus, these businesses operate 100% online. And if you start taking calls for them, you'd operate 100% online too, which means you can work totally remote from your living room, from wherever you can take your phone. That means no offices, no summer heat, no knocking on doors. Plus, you can rip the cap off your earning potential by setting your own commission structures and taking as many calls as you like. Because if you position yourself correctly, you can say, hey, I'll take your inbound leads across the finish line for you. My fee is 10%. And since you can take as many as 5 to 7 calls in a day, you better believe those 1,000 to 5,000 commissions will pile up fast for you, especially when you start charging 15, 20, maybe even 30% or more. Not to mention, since this online industry includes all sorts of niche businesses from health and fitness, personal development, selling financial advice, and really everything in between, you can specialize into any niche you're passionate about, offering your services to multiple business owners at the same time, and becoming a sales hitman who only sells programs or services that align with your passions, interests, your hobbies, and who never has to pander to an overbearing sales manager ever again. It sounds pretty incredible, right? Maybe it's a little hard to believe at first, and I understand. But if you're interested and you'd like to learn more about this booming online industry and how you can position yourself to earn big commissions for closing inbound leads, then go ahead and check out this 20-minute video now. I'll explain everything inside.